Hi, I'm Erica.
I'm Amy.
Welcome to Two Girls Tarot. Before we get started, we're going to do our disclaimers. So first and foremost, we are not doctors, we're not lawyers, we're not financial advisors, we're not therapists. So if you're looking for expertise in any of these areas, please go to professionals.
It's not us.
Not us, no. And then also the other thing is that this is a collective reading, so pick up what does resonate, leave what doesn't. With that, let's get started. You had some downloads.
Yeah, I was feeling, stressed out a little bit more lately. And today I was leaving a field site visit that I had to do. And I'm leaving and I'm thinking like stressfully. And then all of a sudden, flying over me in the company car I'm in, a bald eagle. I was like, holy shit, I've never seen a bald eagle in this area. And that's weird. So I definitely made sure I was like white tail, white head. Yeah, that's bald eagle. So it was really it was a lot. That was pretty cool. That was a sign for me. So
I think it's a sign that maybe there's some like you said, there's freedom on the way. I think
transformation.
Oh yeah,
a lot of that.
I've been getting that like folks are going to be getting more gifts, more downloads on various levels. So you might be experiencing some hardships right now, some stress, some strife, that kind of a thing, and it's because you're being prepped for an upgrade, if you will. And I think that it's making some not so good entities like unhappy, and
yeah, you've been picking up on some weird shit.
Yeah, I think that our collective is very protected, but you have these entities attaching to people around you that are trying to work their way to you somehow.
Not necessarily you, people around you.
Yeah, it's people,
coworkers, people you know, family members possibly.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they're feeling low, I know I've been feeling low.
Yeah.
I feel like there's things shifting,
Yes, and that's a big thing, is that we've been experiencing, like, feeling like a shift. At first it kind of felt a little eerie, and I keep on hearing in various ways and forms the phrase winds of change. I've heard it from a line from a movie. I heard it, in like a meme or whatever. So these are things that are happening, and I think that whatever this change is, I also get biblical on some level. So it's almost like I get natural.
All of this, yeah.
Right? I'm getting natural disasters,
together.
Tornadoes, something like there's something to do with biblical stuff. And then Amet, like that showed up on the Necrometer the other day, and that's about divine retribution and truth. And then there's another entity that's a daemon that can go either way. Glacia Labialis. So he can cause people to fight, to be violent, or there's some other attributes that he has that can be more positive, but it's like, be careful what you're messing with. You never know. Yeah, exactly. And I kind of get the feeling that that these entities that are attaching to people around you, they're like not that big, but they want to try and make themselves bigger than what they are. So they're trying to scare you, is kind of what I'm getting. So just keep that in mind. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, yes. Thank you to all of our guides and guardians and angels that are looking out for us. So Lilith is one of my guides, so that's a biggie. I want to shout out to her. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. She came up in one of my readings too.
Right?
Yeah.
Saint Expedite, all these, all of our guides and guardians. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Saint Michael.
Yes.
And Gabriel always come up for me for years. Yeah.
All right, so
biggies.
Let's get into this.
Let's do some tarot.
Yeah, we're probably gonna make this a little bit short today, but
yes, I have a time crunch. Sorry.
No worries. But I think we want to do the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle because I think there's some stuff around us that we need to be aware of. I'm kind of getting pulled to do this. I just have a feeling. And there may be some corruption going on around you, so just like political corruption or that kind of, community corruption kind of thing. I just kind of get that feel. So just be aware. Just beware.
Some corrupt shit happening. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's not fun.
No. All right. What's the message for our collective? What's the message? Chimera. Oh, okay. Synergy.
This is coming to me. So I've been picking up on corrupt shit coming to an end soon for most. There's things happening where that's going to be flip-flopped upside down.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm. And I keep picking up on that, and then I've heard several like other tarot readers, and they're picking up on it, and I've been feeling it.
Yeah.
And trying to see it in my life.
Yeah.
With certain people.
Yes. Like, please.
So
I feel you.
That's coming to an end.
All right. Do you want me to read
yes,
it? Okay.
Yes, I can't read. My eyesight's so bad.
All right. Chimera. The whole is more powerful than the parts alone. Experiment. There is power in new designs and ways. There may be people around you sowing discord. Yep. You may know things and have your own wisdom. Pull all this together to form something powerful. You have unique experiences and talents that can only be utilized by you. So duality, one part, many parts, synergy, discord. Homer gives a description of the Chimera in the Iliad, saying that she was of divine stock, not of men, in the fore part of a lion, in the hind part of a serpent, and in the midst of a goat, breathing forth in terrible wise the might of blazing fire. There are many other descriptions, but bottom line, the Chimera was a creature made up of seemingly disparate parts, yet the parts work together to create a stunning creature.
Oh.
The Chimera may have been frightening, but it was beautiful and harmonious in form too. While the Chimera sounds like something cobbled together like Frankenstein's monster, it was not. It was considered quite perfect in form and function, and was something to be viewed with wonder. While the Chimera appears in the Greek mythos and art, she also appears in 4 BCE Etruscan era art on Indus seals of the same period. The Chimera was born from two incredible Titan monsters, the Echidna and Typhon. Echidna was a giant half-woman, half-snake, and Typhon was a deadly serpent-like Titan born from Gaia and Tartarus. Sadly, the Chimera was killed by yet another hero, Bellerophon. The king of Lycia, Iobates, had it out for Bellerophon and wanted him eliminated. He ordered the young man to find and kill the Chimera, as it was killing the cattle of his farmers and devastating the country, generally. The reason was that he thought the Chimera would simply eat Bellerophon, and that would be the end. That would be that. However, the king neglected to remember that the hero owned the infamous Pegasus, the winged horse, and flying above Chimera, he was able to kill it from a safe height. Okay. Plant comparison. Eggleston's Chimera, a kind of Camilla. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how to apply this, but
I feel like it's the duality, the flip, the discord. I think something that's in discord is going to suddenly become like harmonious. And what's interesting too is
the balancing.
Yeah. What's interesting too is Amit that showed up before the divine retribution.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of a similar thing because Amit is so it's an Egyptian, almost like an Egyptian chimera in a way. It's kind of like how I'm likening it, because Amit was made of like the head of an alligator, the body of a leopard, and other things. But what happened was when you would go and stand in judgment when you died, your heart was weighed against a feather on I think it was Ma'at's scale. And if your heart was heavier than the feather, then you weren't worthy, to go into the afterlife. And then Amit ate your heart, basically.
Oh.
So you were not permitted into the afterlife.
So this is different depictions of it. That one's a weird one to me. But have you seen that? I think similar. Like people have different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then. Yeah, here's like a statue of one. And it has like a weird little snaky thingy. Yeah. Oh, this is what I was thinking it was more like.
Pegasus?
Yeah, like a Pegasus with more of a woman.
Yeah, but that's the Sphinx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like justice is tied heavily to this, at least for the meaning for.
I can see that. Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm
Yeah.
getting. It's like,
I feel like when you said balancing, that hit. I was
Yeah.
like, balancing,
Same.
yes. I think that's going to be happening in more people's lives.
yeah.
For this period till, I guess, what, it's May 4th or so?
I think
No plans
so.
to anything are in retrograde. Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
It's like, oh, thank God.
like, I don't feel like it's been smooth sailing for me, but I feel like maybe for other people, I'm hoping.
Well, I don't know that it's.
But I think things are evening out for
Yeah.
me. It's not so tumultuous, you know?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
slowing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And it's me going, holy shit, what just happened?
right? Oh, damn. All right. So what tarot should we use to because this feels like a heavier vibe to me a little bit, because it feels like people are being, like some sort of judgment.
This is the one I keep.
Monsters.
Which one is that one?
Oh, this is the Wizard of Oz one.
Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
This one? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Nope.
I'm picking up on that. It's not last week's, like, just lovey.
No.
Dovey.
No, that's kind of what I'm getting
I'm going
to.
to do something heinous and then I want you back.
Yeah. No, exactly.
No. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, I
kind of vetoed that. Sorry, y'all.
Right?
It is what it is.
I don't think this is a love reading, yeah.
Nope. Nope.
All right. What does our collective need to know about the message? What does our collective need to know about the message? The lovers. Okay.
Oh, hell.
Hey, lovers doesn't...
We just said, okay, thank you, Spirit. Well, okay.
Well, lovers doesn't have to mean lovers. It does not. It does not.
Damn it, Spirit.
Lovers can be a choice. Okay.
True,
And it
true.
doesn't have to be a choice.
And it's a love of anyone, right?
A love of anyone or anything.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, cool love.
Right? Here we got judgment. Judgment. Something's coming out.
Oh, you picked up on judgment.
Oh, these flipped in reverse.
Yeah, they did. Fast.
Got Knight of
Quick-like.
Candles, and is that the Four of...
Eight of Cups?
No,
Yeah.
that's the Four of
Four.
Candles.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We've got the Page of Crypts. Okay. Seven of Claws.
I know, I'm like, I need to practice my Roman numerals again.
The Hermit. Oh, shit.
There. Wheel of Fortune, too.
Yep.
That's a weird looking Wheel of Fortune.
Right?
Yeah.
And the World. Yeah, some cycle is coming to a close.
Yes. Things are opening up,
Sure.
though.
Yeah,
Oh, claws.
Claws are swords in this one, so it's like somebody's moving on from something. Either our collective is moving on from some...
a job, love, some type of relationship.
That's
Yeah.
right here too, because we do have the lovers. So yes, if this is a couple or love or a romance or what have you,
Mhm.
or again, if it's a love of something, a love of a job, love of a passion, love of whatever, we've got the Five of Candles. There's some challenge here. There was some sort of challenges that either was being created or that an individual was maybe
They were imposing on you.
somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
they're getting judgment. Their heart is being weighed, and it's interesting that this judgment card has the this is from the Mummy. So this is oh god, what's her name? Shoot.
In the Mummy?
It's nope. This is the character is. I'm trying to find out who the character is. Hold on one second. Okay, Helen Grosvenor.
Oh,
And
from like
she's-
the original Mummy.
From the original, she's the reincarnation of Anaxunamun. So this is almost like either somebody's trying to bring something back to life, or they're receiving judgment for something that they've done either in the past or in a past life. Is kind of what I'm getting. Knight of Candles, that's the Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands is kind of like that fuckboy energy. So somebody if it's giving somebody fucked around and found out, and their stability or their relationship or something that gave them stability is gone. Crypts.
I was trying to find Page of Crypts.
Page of Crypts.
Because I'm like, what does that mean? This set kind of throws me.
Right?
Page of Claws. Okay, in the light.
Oh no, that's
Page of Crypts.
Crypts.
Sorry.
I think it's the other way.
Okay.
So Page of Crypts, if I remember right, are the cups. So this is somebody who I think is feeling either they're in their feels, they're a little immature, they're feeling emotional.
Yes. The delicate page is just finding her voice, learning to express herself and eager to understand. Like the Bride of Frankenstein, you may find yourself in a period of discovery, captivated by the magic, the beauty of a new world around you. Ride the emotions and let yourself learn. Well, I think that sounds like somebody's moving on.
I feel like somebody is moving on.
Yeah.
They're kind of like opening their eyes
like
to some
ride the
sort
emotions and let yourself learn by that.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm glad. Sorry, I had to read that. I
No.
feel like I had to.
It's all good.
Because it feels emotional too.
It does.
I think that's what the Lovers was really bringing out, the emotions of everything.
Yeah, because there was some sort of a attachment, some sort of connection. Again, whether that's romantic or not, that faced challenges or was too challenging, perhaps. It just wasn't good. Like, it kind of gives me this, because the Seven of Claws is the Seven of Swords. It's giving me like toxicity and betrayal and nastiness. Again, this is like more like the environment. It feels like so it's like, yeah, and somebody's introspecting. They're having to go something alone, and this is their fate. They're having to go something alone, and it could be that maybe this is somebody who, again, business lover, friend, whatever, that messed with the collective. They fucked around and found out. That's kind of what I'm getting, because balance is being restored. That it's fate, it's destiny. They're getting, karma has come in, and it's because they caused conflicts. Because we got Five of Claws, they were willing to do anything and everything to win, but I don't think they won. It feels like, again, Ammit. We've got Ammit, and we got the Chimera. It just feels like something is balancing out, and divine retribution is coming in. That's kind of what I'm feeling with what's showing up. And then the other entity that I mentioned before, Glaciolabilus, can go either way. Like, he has certain qualities that he's a daemon. People often confuse daemons and demons and that kind of thing, but he can bring...
What is the difference?
So one is, actually, if we look it up, so demon, DEMON.
Just to... Yep. Because we've talked about this, but I figured, like...
Because one is like an evil entity. The other is it. So daemon
was a supernatural being or power, often associated with good or evil, but not always.
So a daemon can be good or evil, or somewhere in between, almost like a djinn.
Yeah, the word daemon was chosen over demon for historical reasons, as daemon was considered the older form. But the daemon was a supernatural being or power similar to a spirit or guardian, which could go good or bad. So there's both. There's dualities there.
Yeah.
As in a demon is a fallen angel, yes.
Well, demon is just an evil entity.
Evil entity.
It's not, that's just, it's a very generic, very evil entity, like, just, that's, yeah.
That's just how that rolls.
And a lot of people confuse, a lot of people confuse or have, like, they would call Lilith a demon, but she's more of a daemon. That's just how I view her. You know, so because I think she brings benefits, but she can also
bring on
hell. She can cut a bitch. Okay, that's kind of the thing. So I think it's important to kind of note that it can go either way. So that particular entity, I forget what his benefits are. I'm trying to remember, but I do know that like the more darker side, the negative side, can be conflict, can be violence, can be a lot of things. He's respect what you're who you're working with. I'm just saying, be careful with who you're working with. If you're working with something like that, show respect, absolute respect. So, anyways,
Good call.
Yeah,
appreciation, gratitude.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to do that every day. But...
Yeah, exactly. Because I think it's important to note that things are there's a theory too that angels and demons are actually one and the same. There's the light side of that being, which is the angel name, and then the demon, or I shouldn't say demon, more like daemon side, the dark side, is that quote unquote demon side. So it's kind of interesting because duality,
kind of like humans.
Yeah. Duality is playing out, and I think that's important with the
balancing of the dualities, right?
And I think that's important with the chimera, because that's all about balance. You have these things that technically shouldn't go together, like Amit too, but they work.
A snake and a lion.
Yeah.
Go figure.
Right?
It weirds me out, but hey.
They work together. They're supposed to work together for a purpose.
Yeah.
So which one should we clarify, and what should we use to clarify? How
about judgment?
Okay. And what card should we use? Are you feeling for? Oh yeah, Darkwood Tarot. I like it.
We're going with the darker theme today.
Yeah.
And Lilith.
Yeah.
Lilith. In the honor of Lilith. Yes.
And I think it's interesting too that with the daemon came from Daimon. It was Daimon, which was the Greek. And we've got the Chimera, which is Greek. So I'm like, oh, okay.
My brother Damon, is he a demon?
Right. Well,
I'll let him know.
Right? Okay. That was me flubbing these. Sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all
Cracking
good.
Jokes. Sorry.
It's all good. We can crack jokes. We need to make this lighter. Please clarify judgment.
Freaking demons.
Freaking demons. Oh, and we've got the balance card right out here. It's temperance. Something is coming into freaking balance. It has to do with a lesson that somebody is learning. Hierophant. Somebody is like no longer investing in something or someone. Somebody's in their emotions. We got a King of Cups in their emotions. They're up in their head. Now, again, King, masculine, feminine, does not play in tarot. Somebody could be in their masculine, but it's like, I don't know. What kind of feel do you get off of that? Because look, that's almost like a ghost-like individual.
I feel like he's the magician, sort of trying to be the magician and send out energy to bring it in. Look, he's like swirling his finger. I feel like there's some kind of magic he's trying to put out. He's trying to send out his intentions in the world for somebody. It looks, I don't know.
Yeah, almost like he's thinking of someone.
He's thinking of somebody.
And trying to send, like he's in his emotion, trapped in his head over somebody who's grown cold to him, like a Queen of Swords. And he wants to
he's trying to entice, trying to figure out some kind of a solution.
Yeah.
A way to go approach somebody to figure out,
to create balance. And he
wants to balance things out, because look at that.
It's like he wants to get back into that more
that's it.
Youthful feel. That youth.
Yeah.
It's like he wants her to go from the Queen of Swords back into this more playful mode.
Yeah. And that's what he's trying to entice her to do, because these cards connect. Like,
right?
Yeah. I mean, they could go there, but
it feels like they are.
It does.
Meant to, yeah.
So, I don't know what you want me to do with that.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Yeah. That's what I'm picking up.
But it's either, it's, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to go the way he wants it.
I don't know.
This person, or maybe
I kind of want to do the Wheel of Fortune
Just to see,
Because
yeah.
it's so weird. Like, it doesn't make sense to me why they would put that on the Wheel of Fortune. Like,
because
pick a different monster.
right. It's and this
That's
is
so weird. It puts out such a weird message.
It's supposed to be the Invisible Man.
Is it?
Yeah, because he wrapped himself. Well, he wrapped himself up almost like the mummy, but it's like it feels very weird.
It's strange. I mean, I could see why the Invisible Man, but I don't know.
And with it being somewhat tied to karma, it feels like there's something invisible. That's kind of what, it's like
the invisible part for sure, but
like attachments. That's what it feels like.
Oh, shit. Together again, upside down.
Upside down.
That was weird. Right?
Yeah, somebody's trying to hold on to somebody that they see as like an opportunity or very abundant. It's almost like they have this scarcity mindset. Like they're trying to hold on to somebody or someone's energy, but
they're not able to hold on to it.
And no,
because it's going right past her, kind of, right? The majority of it, she's like, oh.
Well, they're not only able to hold on to that energy, but it feels like with the Page of Cups in reverse, it's almost like this person is really, even though they try and present as a King of Cups as somebody very stable, emotionally stable, they're not emotionally stable. They're very emotionally immature. They're immature, and they may be messing around with things that they shouldn't, is kind of like the vibe. It's like they're trying to collaborate with somebody, but they're like full of emotional outbursts. It's almost like what I feel like. They're immature, and they're upset. It feels like they're very upset because they're getting their karma, and it's almost like, but why? Yeah, I feel like something's being exposed.
And then there's a snake on this one.
Yeah. Huh. It feels like this female presence is like holding her.
There's a lot of like snake energy in this reading to me, like the images and the symbolisms.
Very sneaky. Mm-hmm. Very sneaky, but like this woman's holding her ground.
But also, I feel like on the flip side of that, the balancing end of that is collective shedding skin.
Yes.
Of the snake, right?
Yes. Transforming.
Yeah, and that's your balancing part in this.
Because you're ascending is what it feels like. Mm-hmm. So it's like an ascension is happening. That's more gifts coming in.
Yeah. It's going to come back fast. I feel like I've had the freaking flu.
Yeah. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. What else should we clarify?
I don't know. Why this...
Okay. Please,
4 of Candles?
Yeah. Please clarify 4 of Candles in reverse. Oh, yeah. Something's done.
Oh.
That was weird. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, actually, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it was like that. 7 of Cups and everything.
Oh, yeah. This person is very anxious. This King of Cups. He's here again.
Yeah.
He's feeling very delayed, stuck, anxious. It looks like he's trying to walk away from something or someone. He's trying to walk away from something, but it's almost like he hasn't quite decided. Like he's not sure. There's some sort of unsurety here, even though it's over. Whatever it is, it's over. It's done. This is somebody who fantasizes about something or someone. So it could be there's some sort of fantasy, but that fantasy, that illusion is over.
Dunzo.
Yeah, it's like the truth has been exposed, and it's over. Shit. This person's having a really hard time with leaving all that behind, all that emotion.
Yeah, that was a good clarifier.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Here, I'll grab it.
All right.
There we go.
Thank you. All right. Should we clarify or should we look at something else? Maybe karma cards? Really quick?
I think so.
All right.
I think it's pretty clear.
Because I feel...
There's some separations happening, balancing happening on both ends.
This can be like business partnership kind of things too. So like maybe coworkers are, falling apart, or friendships groups,
families. But it's coming back to balance, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like the people that cause issues are getting their karma, they're getting their judgment, and then those that are
karma and dharma.
Yeah, exactly. Those that are, again, divine retribution, something biblical. Because I kept on today, there was, I thought of Solomon, and all of a sudden on the necrometer it goes Bible. So weird stuff, and there's a lot of references to the Bible today, for whatever reason. So divine judgment. Oh God!
Gosh, that's a big stick.
Yeah.
Big stacking.
Right? Oh my God. Okay, what's gonna be the karma for people? What's gonna happen to these people? Oh well.
Wow, there we go.
Suffering.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Right off the bat.
I can read that one.
Go ahead and read that one.
It's huge, but yeah. Suffering from hair loss, thinning, balding, or alopecia. Special.
Right?
Good Lord.
We've got serving jail time.
I love these cards.
Right? We've got eviction notice. Kicked out, homeless, couch surfing, manifestation blocks.
Wow. Don't F with our collective.
Right? Holy crap. Injuries in or near water due to attacks by water spirits or demons. These are,
That's crazy.
Yep. Serving prison. Somebody's really going to jail or to prison. Victim of gang stalking and attacks. Stricken with laziness or a lack of motivation. Well,
I mean, that could be me.
I don't know if that's really but
yeah.
Suffering from spell work done on them. Oh. And then throat chakra blocked. Losses in expression, truth, and communication. Being denied help and assistance. Demonic possession and invasion. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very telling. Wow. Serious business here.
Should we do any more, or?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Should we clean? Yeah.
Should we do?
These are kind of crazy,
right? Should we do other karma cards? We got some other ones. Evil eye.
I like the evil eye deck. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do the evil eye. Oh, maybe we should do, since this fell over.
Do it.
Yeah. Let's do the evil eye, and then we'll find out some clues as to who this could be. Who this person or these people could be. Because it could be several.
There could be.
I think it's going to be several. Alright, please clarify. What do we need to know? Evil eye deck for our collective.
Oh.
Sunshine magic. The light will be illuminated on your situation. What is done in the dark will come to the light. Okay.
Balancing. Truth telling.
Yes.
That's nice.
Oh. That one really likes you. Soul tie. You are soul tied to somebody and are finding it hard to release this connection. I feel like that's more the other individual. Yeah. Dream attacks. You are under attack of spiritual entities that are trying to defeat you in the astral realms. I'm going to do 3 more. Let's see here. Candle magic. Someone has been doing candle magic, candle work on you. As the flame burns, their energy increases. Okay, what else? Demon magic. Somebody is conjuring demons to block your blessings and bring harm your way.
That was...
Withdrawal. You are moving on past those who have issues with you. It no longer matters to you. And let's see the bottom of the deck. Spying. Someone is using divination tools to pry into your personal life for their advantage. All right.
Okay, you're gonna have to.
So, I feel like our collective does need to do some cleansing. Maybe take some spiritual baths.
Yes, we both have done that.
Yep. And that's why I feel,
Recently.
and I feel like for the most part, our collective is probably pretty savvy on that. So, yeah, I think for the most part, our collective is protected. What these cards are showing is what people are trying to do to you, but I don't think it's hitting. I don't think it's hitting at all. If it is, it's probably very minor. And I have a feeling that it's really coming back to them because we got the Wheel of Fortune card. That's the karma, that's part of the karma card too. So I think it's all coming back on those individuals. What do we need to know? Who are these people that are doing weird stuff? Baby boomer, born before 1970, so some of these people can be baby boomers. Long hair. You could have somebody who is born in the 2000s, Gen Z. Imperfect smile. This person could have piercings or people, depending. You might have a group. Faith. Jesus is my bestie. I think this is somebody who pretends to have faith in Jesus, but really is not. Because they're messing, I think they're messing around. They're messing around with entities that they don't understand. Dimples. You'll see them when I smile. These wanted to come out. Moles. Speckled skin. Let's see. Olive skin. I tan easily. Glasses. I have 4 eyes, so some of these people can't have.
I have 4 eyes. I should be 4-eyed, but I don't wear my glasses, so.
Look at what's at the bottom. Cups were coming out like crazy.
Oh,
Emotional.
Yeah.
Sensitive. I am emotional. People think I'm lame. Born in the 1970s. Romantic. I love love. Well.
Well, there you go.
There you go. So today's reading was a little short.
Should we pull an animal?
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact,
Yeah.
I had them right over here. These ones. These ones. All right. It's funny that on the top, it's the lion.
Yeah. I'm like, I think that those are the cards that we're supposed to pick because they fell out.
So lion control. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is your invitation to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructively to reduce your level of frustration. I think that has more to do with the individual or individuals that you're dealing with. Because there could be attachments on these individuals and they're being more aggressive than normal or feeling more aggressive than normal. Dog. You may be and it's loyalty. You may be feeling like those around you let you down or are not doing their fair share of the work. This comes as a reminder that loyalty exists and that you must not settle for anything less. You deserve better than mixed signals.
Very true. Very, very true.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. They're just popping out at you today. Like,
right?
they're just...
I'm like, what the hell? Okay. So, hawk.
Oh.
Spirituality. Fly above and beyond your day-to-day thoughts to observe them from a bird's-eye view. Quieting the mind and detaching from your thought patterns puts you in a better position to take messages from your spirit guides. Oh. Frog. Transition. This is a powerful time of change. It's coming out a lot. You're being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energies. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Sheep, innocence. You are encouraged to reconnect with your inner child in order to become more spontaneous and playful and consider what life has to offer with a greater sense of wonder. Take time this week to get in touch with your innocence and vulnerability in you. Okay.
I like those.
Let's do one more.
Okay.
I want to do one more. Snake.
Snake.
What the heck? And at the bottom, kangaroo cycle. Okay. So, snake, transformation. You will be shedding old skin and emotions and transforming them into something bigger and better. Changes in the wind.
Yeah. Is that what it says?
Changes in the wind.
Oh, shit, it does.
There's a change in the wind, Letty.
Like, and there's my eagle. There's my eagle.
Right.
It was 3 cards down. Yeah.
And you are at the center of it all as the catalyst. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you have moved forward with hope. Let's read this one right here really quick. Cycle. A 9-month cycle is at play. Your current project will take 9 months to mature and benefit you. Commit fully to it and have all the strength and stamina you need, as long as you move forward and not backward. And let's read your eagle because I think that's important. Vision. It is time to look inward with an attentive eye. Allow your heart to guide you, and opportunities you never dreamed were possible will present themselves when you least expect it. Get ready for greatness. So yeah, winds of
Oh, that's cool.
right transformation, winds of change are upon us.
Yeah, that was so fitting.
Right.
Yeah, the wind of change.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what this should be titled, Erica.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we found our
Winds of
title.
Change.
Winds of change.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a good reading, and I'm in a time crunch.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for coming. We love you. Leave comments.
All right,
like
thank you.
us. Subscribe.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.